So let's talk about a topic also related. How do you choose a TV? Right now, the four main brands, at least in North America, are Sony, Samsung, LG, and Panasonic. Again, superficially, they seem to offer very similar features, very similar benefits, specifications, even pricing, for the most part, very competitive. And then besides the brands, you have two major technologies, if you will, OLED and LED. Why don't we start there first? What is the difference between OLED and LED?
LED TV, actually, it's not an LED TV. LED is just the backlighting of the regular LCD TV, the LCD layer that's being put in front of that TV. So with that technology, you can have a very bright light shining through it. It's great for a really bright room, in a sunroom, for example. But on the negative side, the black level cannot be absolute black. With OLED, because it's a self-emissive technology, they can turn off every single pixel individually. So the black level can be absolute black, like zero, as if like you won't be able to tell the difference whether your TV is turned on or off at that point. But the drawback, of course, the brightness level is not going to be as bright as an LCD or LED TV.
Okay, so in your experience, the best picture quality, talking about just a reference standard, right? If it's a reference standard that you're looking for, you would recommend
OLED.
Right.
OLED is the only way to go.
Right.
The myth that the OLED is being not bright enough for regular viewing condition, it's beyond bogus. It's extremely bright, the OLEDs of today, especially the Panasonic GZ2000 that's just been released. It can do easily about 900 nits of brightness. And that's plenty bright for even this room with all these lights.
So if budget was less of an issue, because OLED is typically more expensive than LED, LCD TVs, then OLEDs or OLEDs are the choice as far as you're concerned.
Actually, that's even a misconception. If you're talking about quality versus quality, a similar quality, the price of LED are not much cheaper than OLED.
Mm.
And considering there a lot more drawback on the LED TV, I would say that they are essentially priced the same. It's just a matter of whether you want brighter image or you want image perfection. And for me, image perfection is the number one.
That sounds very conclusive. But what are maybe a couple of things to watch out for with regards to OLED TVs?
With OLED TV, if let's say you're playing games, image retention risk is true. I would not deny that. So if you play games with a lot of heads-up display for maybe 2 hours on vivid mode, yeah, you will have some image retention, and you have to do an image a display refresh. Depending on the brand, they have different names for that functionality, but it will go away. But if you play nothing but games, or you watch nothing but CP24 or CNN, yes, of course you will get.
You're talking about the banner scrolls at the bottom.
That's right.
Okay.
Any static image,
Okay.
right? The better the quality of the OLED, the less chance or less risk you will have for image retention and burn-in.
Okay. And then finally, there's a subject that you specifically wanted to talk about, UHD disc video upscaling, why it's okay. Why don't you first talk about what this particular topic means and why you want to talk about it?
Oh, that particular topic has been the bane of 4K existence.
Well, first of all, what is UHD disc video upscaling?
UHD video upscaling is when a 4K disc is mastered using 2K or HD level digital intermediate from the studio. Because most movie, even to this day, are still mastered in 2K rather
So
than 4K.
it's not actually a 4K recording. It's actually a 2K recording.
That is correct.
Okay, all right.
And unfortunately, or fortunately, depending how you want to see it, is that 4K is not just a matter of pixel count. 4K involves deep color. 4K involves HDR. 4K also involves better compression scheme. So even movies that are mastered in 2K and then upscaled to 4K, then pressed in 4K, will still have better picture quality, regardless that same movie mastered to Blu-ray and you use your TV to upscale it. Because first of all, the upscaling is done professionally. Secondly, the color space for Blu-ray, as I mentioned previously, is only Rec. 709. So regular Blu-ray, you already downscale the color, whereas on 4K disc, you don't downscale anything. The HDR, the dynamic range from the DI is much higher than regular Blu-ray, so that's also being downscaled. On 4K, if anything, it's being expanded for the even higher dynamic range.
So suffice it to say, what you're saying is, if you're going to buy a disc and it says 4K on it, and then you find out later that the original content was actually shot using a 2K camera, it's okay.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
In fact, it's still a big improvement
over a Blu-ray.
over a Blu-ray of the same title of the same master.
And that is your bane of existence.
That is correct.
Okay. Any last words before we sign off?
Well, this is a double-edged sword, quite honestly, but don't believe everything that you hear on the internet.
Okay.
Just hear it from the people you trust.
All right. Okay. Well, everybody, thank you very much. This is David Susilo. You can get in touch with him. His contact information will be in the descriptions. By all means, email him if you have any questions. If you would like him to come to your place to do calibrations, you can reach out to him and he will get back to you with all the details and so on. All right. This is Adrian from Audio Excellence signing off. Thank you very much.